Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well today. I want to welcome you to the Daily Dose of Destiny. I'm Monita Baker, and I'm really excited to have you along with me today. So, I recently took a poll here in the group, about the content of the Daily Dose of Destiny. And, I listened to you guys. So I'm still working on this new revamped format. So, it's really important now more than ever, for you to let me know, what kind of content that you want to see, what you want to learn about, because, I really want to be able to give you the information that you want to see. So, in this latest format, I'm going to share information about the energy of the day, the zodiac animal energy of the day, and I'll be sharing a daily feng shui tip to help you get prepared, as we're going into this new year. So I'll also be, sharing other relevant topics as well. For instance, today is the winter solstice, right? So this is the longest night of the year. And we find ourselves, in this nurturing embrace of a remove day, according to, the Tongshu calendar. So it's also, guided by the Yin Water Ox Day. So, when we talk about these energies, we're talking about the Yin Water Ox, and this is inviting us to step into a world of really, that deep reflection and to really be dedicated. That steadfast dedication that comes from the ox. And with that calm and resilient nature that the ox has, this really encourages us to embody that strength and the patience, and reminding us of that gentle persistence and the power, that comes from that gentle persistence, right? Now, yin water is like a quiet, deep stream and offers that introspection and that emotional depth. So it's a day to be like the ox, strong and thoughtful, and also moving with purpose and with that tranquility of the stream. Now, with the ox's energy, it's a perfect day for activities that require endurance and, attention to detail. So it's about laying down, stepping stones for those long-term goals, So imagine, you're planting those seeds that are going to grow into those mighty oak trees. So especially now we're here at the end of the year, we really want to be thinking about, our goals for the upcoming year. I mean, we're here. It's the end of we're the end of December. I don't even know what happened to the time. So there is a tendency, though, to be a little bit stubborn or resistant to new ideas, because the ox, that's just the influence that the ox can have. So just remember that sometimes, the strongest trees are those that are able to bend in the wind, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing this. And since it is a remove day, we want to focus on letting go of or removing, what no longer serves us. We want to make sure that we're making space for new growth and opportunities to come through. We want to really be able to balance that action with contemplation. So it's really this dance between doing and being. So when it comes to, feng shui, we can't have a conversation about feng shui without talking about clutter and decluttering, right? So I've chosen, this topic as the first of our feng shui tips for our Daily Dose of Destiny series. So first off, let's understand a little bit about, decluttering in feng shui. So, decluttering is not just about creating a neat space. It's really about allowing the chi, or, that life force energy, to flow freely. Now, clutter represents stagnant energy and can lead to blockages in various aspects of your life, including your career, your personal growth, your health, your love life, in all aspects. So, for instance, if we declutter the north sector, that is going to, that's like the career sector, right? So metaphorically, you're clearing the obstacles in your career path if you're decluttering the north sector. And we always want to think of this because, when you're looking at different aspects of your home and when you see the clutter and where that really shows up in your life, can really be pretty profound. Now, when we look at the process of decluttering, we really want to start small. Begin with a manageable area. You don't need to overhaul, the entire space at once. Just tackle one shelf, one drawer, one corner at a time. We want to make sure that we're able to get it done and not get overwhelmed. So, another thing is we want to create categories. Like, if you get some bins, some boxes, some baskets, whatever it is, when you're doing this, you'll have a keep pile. You'll have one that you're going to discard and then another one that, for donation. Now, when you're doing this, and you're sorting through all of these items, be honest about what you need and what really serves a purpose in your life. If it's not bringing you joy, there's no reason to keep it. If you're holding on to a lamp that was great Aunt Emma's, and you're holding on to it just because it was great Aunt Emma's, but it doesn't work. There's part of it's broken. It's just you're holding on to it because it was in the family. This is negative clutter, right? It might be a family heirloom, but it's not bringing any kind of joy. So unless you're going to revamp that, unless you're going to paint it and sand it down and redo the whole thing to where it does make you happy, this isn't something that's going to be bringing you joy. It's not going to be purposeful in your life. Now, we also want to be mindful when we are getting rid of these things, right? When we're discarding them, we want to do this respectfully and mindfully. So, if you can donate or recycle items, choose these options over simply just throwing them away, right? If somebody else can get more use out of them, if they're like gently used or just that, you just outgrew it, decided you didn't, just, I'm done, I'm not doing this anymore. Just give it away, recycle it, donate it rather than just throwing it in the garbage. We also want to make sure that we're organizing with intention because everything has a place, right? So once you've decluttered, assign a specific place for each item. Now, this is going to ensure that everything is easily accessible and can maintain that order. And we also want to use, organizational tools. If we use shelves and bins and labels, right? We can, there's so many organizational things that are out there now. All of the different labels that you can print out, or you can even just mark on the bins now with the colorful markers and things like that. It's just super exciting for organizing things and making it look just really awesome. So when we utilize these tools, it's not only it's not only to keep things organized, but also to make it easier to maintain this this order as we go over time. And then we want to make sure that we have regular maintenance, right? So setting a routine to reassess and reorganize this space regularly. This is going to prevent clutter from accumulating again. Now, I'm not saying you have to do it every single day, whether you do it weekly or, monthly or, every 3 months, however it works out for you. Just knowing if you can keep up with that regular maintenance, it's just going to help it, in the long run, and you won't have to do like this deep dive into it. Now, we also have these, energetic considerations as well. We want to create these open spaces. So feng shui values open, breathable spaces. So we want to arrange our items in a way that really allows for, plenty of open space and really facilitating the smooth flow of qi, throughout the room, throughout the home, throughout the property. And, we can incorporate the water element, so while decluttering, we can consider how to subtly include the water element, which really resonates with the North sector, because as I said earlier, this is the career sector. And in feng shui, water equals wealth, right? And so if we put, a nice um, fountain, or it can be artwork, or that kind of arrangement there, that can really help with that area of the home. Now we also want to have a specific mindset during our decluttering as well. We want to know that we're letting go, right? Decluttering is about, removing, letting go of the old to make room for the new. I mean, if we have so much old cluttered stuff, there's no space for the amazing new things to come through. So we want to release these items. We want to remove them. These things that no longer serve us, or that represent old parts of our lives that that we've moved on from. If you're holding on to something from an old boyfriend, or just because they gave it to you, again, it's one of those things. If it's not bringing joy, then it still has that stagnation to it, and you don't want to bring that into your everyday life. Now, again, we want to be intentional about this. So as you're decluttering, set your intentions for what you wish to bring into your life, especially in terms of your career and your personal growth, especially if you're working on decluttering your North sector, for example. Really be intentional about those, about your career and your personal growth, and what your intentions are about that as you're going through the decluttering process. And when we look at the impact of a decluttered space, first and foremost, we have enhanced focus and clarity. Now, a decluttered space can lead to a clearer mind, allowing for, that better focus and decision making. And with everything that's going on nowadays, who doesn't need more focus, right? Who doesn't need to be able to have, better decision making? So, making sure that we're keeping up with those decluttering activities. Also, boosted energy and motivation. A well-organized space can significantly uplift your mood and our energy levels. This just enhances our productivity and our drive. Now, by thoroughly decluttering and organizing our space, you're really setting a powerful intention for progress and success in your path. Now, this act of physical organization can lead to mental clarity and opening up, new paths in your personal and your professional life. Now, as we mentioned earlier, it's the winter solstice. So, let's talk about deepening the solstice ritual. All right, so this winter solstice is a powerful time for introspection. We want to reflect on the past year and acknowledge our growth, and let go of any of those burdens that you don't need to carry with you into the new year. Don't bring them with you. There's no reason. We have a fresh start coming up. So let's do a little winter solstice ritual to clear all of that and get us all set up to have clear and fresh energy as we're going into 2024. So first off, let's create a sacred space. Find a quiet corner in your home where you can sit undisturbed. It can just be at the table. It can be, if you have a sacred space, a healing space, an altar space. If not, you might want to create a small altar or a small little space with the items that, that are meaningful to you. They can be crystals, they can be photos or keepsakes, fresh flowers, any kind of things from nature, right? You can put on there. And also, you can do a candle lighting ceremony. Light a candle to symbolize, the return of light after the longest night. As you light the candle, take a moment to appreciate the balance between light and dark, and that continuous cycle of nature. You can also, do a writing and releasing exercise where you write down all of the things that you wish to release from the past year on small pieces of paper. This could include fears, regrets, negative thoughts, anything that's just kind of wonky, just not quite right in your being. Write these down on these little slips of paper. Then put them in a fire safe container and burn these papers. This symbolizes the release of those old energies, and it's really making the space for new beginnings as well. When we can remove that, right? Now we want to make sure that we're setting intentions. After the release, after you write down your intentions for the new year, focus on what you wish to cultivate. This can be your personal growth, your health, new adventures. It could be a new love, right? It could be starting a new business, whatever it might be. Place these intentions near your candle or on your altar. Then, spend a little time in meditation or in quiet reflection. Focus on your breath and really allow yourself to feel the stillness and the peace of this longest night, right? Imagine, absorbing the calm, steady energy of the Yin Water Ox energy, and just imagine it filling you with that strength and that serenity. Now, you can conclude your ritual with, a gratitude practice. Just reflect on what you're thankful for from the past year. Those lessons learned, those moments of joy, and even, the challenges that helped you grow. So, this feng shui tip and social and solstice ritual, they really aim to harmonize your inner and your outer worlds, aligning you with the energies of the Yin Water Ox, as well as the transformative power of this winter solstice. So it's a beautiful opportunity to pause and reflect and, to set a course for this new year, and for a year filled with balance and growth and peace. So, let me know what you think of the new format. Did you like it? Did you enjoy the content today? Share in the comments, let me know, because I really want to, provide the group with, the content that you want to see. I want to be able to have, interaction here where this is a place where you come that, there's other like-minded people and you're able to interact and really get powerful and informative information. So, on this special day, let's walk with that quiet confidence of the Yin Water Ox. Let's let go of the old, and welcome the new with open hearts and open minds. So I hope you have a beautiful winter solstice, and I hope that this truly is this gateway to a year filled with peace, clarity, and enduring strength. So I'm wishing you a day filled with gentle insights and that profound tranquility of the ox as well. So thank you for watching the Daily Dose of Destiny. Until next time, I'm Monita Baker, and as always, happiness is now. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.